Welcome back. In this video, I want to explain some differences when making bracelets for kids or children. So a lot of it is exactly the same. You're going to tie the same knot. You're basically going to use your same tools. There are some things that are different, however. So first of all, your beads are going to be different. You're going to try to find beads that are kid friendly. So plastic is a good option. Wood works and metal would work. The one thing you really want to avoid is glass. That's going to be a problem. And the other thing that's different is I try to use a thicker elastic. So for most bracelets, I will use a 0.7 or a 0.8. And for kids, I try to use a 1 millimeter. And try to get this up closer here. You can see that it's just a little bit thicker than what I normally would use for a bracelet for myself. And if you want, you can go even larger. This is 1.8 and it's a little large. When I was tying knots with it, I found it a little bit more difficult to work with. It's just stiffer and so not as pliable and easy to work with. And even just here on the spool, you can see that kind of jumping off, and it behaves a little bit differently. So just be aware of that if you want to use the thicker elastic. And the thicker is nice when you have these kind of beads with these larger holes. These are called pony beads and they have this larger hole. But like I said, it's a little bit stiffer. So these are some Mardi Gras bracelets that I made for my grandkids earlier in the year. And these are their little 4th of July patriotic bracelets. And I don't always do holiday bracelets, but I try to do several holiday bracelets throughout the year. It's just fun for the kids. And I usually try to have a holiday bracelet myself. So these are kind of more everyday bracelets that I'm going to put together for my grandkids. This is one I just did for my grandson. His name is Boston, and Boston James. And I used the little metal beads and then these letter beads. These are really fun. I just found these at Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago. They were on sale for half price. You get 400 beads for $1.50. So these are a great deal. These would be fun if you have some either kids or grandkids. You could make birthday presents or Christmas presents for people. So this one's going to be for my granddaughter. Her name is Brody. And I know their names are kind of backwards, but Brody Ann is her name. And she is a little sweetie. She just turned 2. She's Grandma's little favorite. And you can also find charms. So I was going to put that little charm on that bracelet. And of course, buttons work with kids' bracelets as well. So here's one I want to do for Brody for next Mardi Gras. And you can find all kinds of buttons. And I think I showed this button when we were doing the other bracelets with buttons, stretch bracelets with buttons. And when you're buying buttons, you're really just going to look for the shank on the back. And if you can't see the shank on the back, if you can't see any holes in the button, then it's going to have a shank. So just something to keep in mind when you're looking for things to buy. So if there's a circle on it, then you'll be able to put a jump ring. So this one has a hole. It came with the jump ring already on it. So those will go on with the jump rings. And so you're just going to string the buttons in like you do the other ones. It's just that these are kid buttons and there's lots of different kid buttons out there. So Joann's has them. Hobby Lobby has some. They don't have as big a selection as Joann's does. And I don't think Michael's carries buttons at all. But you can also buy them online. And you're just looking, again, shank buttons. My grandson Boston loves Nightmare Before Christmas. He has a doggy bracelet already. And that one's from the doggy. So these are just some different things. I want to make a pearl bracelet with these little flowers. These are some of the bigger beads. These have the larger hole. Again, those are really nice because you can use the bigger elastic with these larger holes. And I am finding quite a variety of beads. I just kind of look at what's on sale and what they have. And it was just Brody's birthday, and I just made her a mermaid bracelet. And they go together really fast. I think they're a lot of fun. So start looking around for things that you can use to make kid bracelets. Have fun!